7:05 p.m. This is a work session meeting of the governing body of Bloomingdale, Tuesday, May 2nd, 2017. I ask everyone to please rise to salute our nation's flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mayor Dunleavy.
Here.
Councilmembers Hudson. Present. Costa.
Here.
Del Riff.
Here.
Amato.
Here.
Sandemeyer.
Here.
Yazdi.
Here.
Also with us, our municipal clerk, Jane McCarthy, and Borough Attorney Fred Semrau. Make sure your microphones are on, because mine wasn't. This is an official meeting of the governing body of the Borough of Bloomingdale on December 28, 2016. Date, time, place of this official meeting was faxed and mailed to all local news media and posted here at Borough Hall. There's no need for an early executive session. I do have 3 non-agenda items. One is authorization, just to get it on the record, of the Sloan Park bid. The bid opening is May 11th. We have over 20 contractors pulled, but we do just want to memorialize it with a resolution on the record authorizing that bid to go out. And then the second one, I guess we do 2, Jane. We could do the second one is one resolution approving me to bid 2 trucks that were authorized in our capital plan, 2017 550 Mason dump for DPW, the hook lift vehicle, and 2017 Ram utility 3500. They are not on state contract, so I do have to bid those 2 vehicles. Just authorization to do. Those are non-agenda items. Yeah, I combined the 2 trucks. Yeah. Okay, so early public comment. Who makes that motion to open?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak to an agenda item? Seeing no one, motion to close public?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Reports. Jane, do you have anything for us? Fred? Anything? Any council member have anything? The only thing I have is a reminder, because we don't meet till after cleanup day, is 10 a.m. May 13th at Bogue Pond. Also, just don't need Memorial Day parade. We meet again before then. On Memorial Day, 8 a.m. lineup goes from Butler to Bloomingdale this year. Also, reminder: next meeting we will bring in the Honor Society to honor them and thank them for raising funds for the gazebo that was installed at the animal shelter, along with some gardening. They did it this past weekend, so if you haven't had the opportunity, please do stop by and take a look at the wonderful work they did. And we'll bring them in along with some of our DPW staff to thank them and honor them for doing so. Also, just today we put out a marketing for a program that the Boy Scout and Girl Scouts are doing on June 6th, 7 p.m. behind the Senior Center. It's a community flag retirement ceremony. They invite everyone to bring worn, old, torn flags to be properly retired. So they're asking to be honored Old Glory with a flag ceremony, various readings as they appropriately burn flags and then properly bury them upon completion. Again, June 6th, it'll be advertised through social media and the borough website, again from the Bloomingdale Butler Girl Scout, Boy Scout group. Just one comment, I will be posting, so the council is aware, on social media, website, etc., looking to hire our summer DPW summer help, as we've done in the past, and once I get applications, then I'll bring that forward at a subsequent meeting to approve any hiring of part-time summer help. Okay. Anything else for anyone?
Just
Yes.
Yes. Sorry. No, it's just thank you. Yep.
Okay, thanks, Dawn. Moving along, I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Any comment, other than thanking Tom Smith for years of service on the fire department?
It's better than 25 years.
Yeah. So we thank him for his service. Any further comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Pending items. This is second final reading on bond ordinance 12, 2017. This is for amending bond ordinance 1315 for remediation of our DPW storage tanks. We're at the final phase here and conclude this required DEP monitoring of old tanks well before any of our time. Public notice statement, please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News, copies available to the public, so a motion may be made that it be read by title.
And who makes that motion, please?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that would be a bond ordinance amending bond ordinance number 13-15, finally adopted by the Borough Council of the Borough of Bloomingdale in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, on June 9, 2015, to amend Section 3 and Section 6 therein.
Thank you. Need a motion to open public hearing?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak to 12/2017?
Linda Huntley, 86 Van Dam. What are these storage tanks for?
Oh, they were pulled in the 80s from DPW, old gasoline underground tanks. And they were pulled, and the borough really didn't do anything about it. And then in the early 2000s, they started the process of remediation. And it's taken this long. So we're amending an existing bond that was for this to now be in the final stages of monitoring, sampling, et cetera, required by the DEP. We're extending this, we're authorizing enough to go, they say 10 years, it could be 2. Once they get to a certain reading level, consistent reading level, which they have been, we could wrap this up in 2 years. So they're old gas tanks from many, many moons ago.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing no one, motion to close public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And who moves to adopt?
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmembers Costa.
Yes.
D'Amato.
Yes.
Della Ripa.
Yes.
Hudson. Yes. Sandemeyer.
Yes.
Yazdi.
Yes.
That's why.
You want mine?
No, I'm good. Item B, second final reading for 13/2017 bond ordinance for extension of the sewer system on Van Dam. Public notice statement, please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this ordinance was posted in the municipal building, published in the Herald News, copies available to the public, so that a motion may be made that it be read by title.
And who makes that motion, please?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That would be bond ordinance providing for the extension of the sewer system to property located on Van Dam Ave, in and by the Borough of Bloomingdale in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, appropriating $100,000, therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $100,000 bonds or notes in the borough to finance the cost thereof, and directing the special assessment to the cost thereof.
Thank you. I need a motion to open public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak to 13/2017? Seeing no one, motion to close. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And who moves to adopt?
So moved.
Discussion, just real quickly. I'm in constant contact with the homeowner, our engineer. We declared this an emergency. Low quote was roughly $49,000. We did an authorization of 100. Obviously, we'll cancel the difference. We just want to always make sure there's enough. Our engineer donated his services. There'll be a little bond counsel service cost in there. And I called the homeowner too, because we had to send him a letter acknowledging all this, not to get upset when she saw the $100,000, explaining that it'll be canceled to probably about 51 when we're done. Fred's been a help here, authorizing promissory notes and mortgages when we get to the closing process that protects the borough's interest going forward as an assessment. In the meantime, while we do it, our ordinance protects the borough's interest until we finalize the project, because I can't do a promissory note until I have the final number. So we're in a good place in helping that homeowner out greatly. Can I have a roll call, please?
Members D'Amato. Della Ripa.
Yes.
Hudson. Yes. Sandemeyer.
Yes.
Yazdi.
Yes.
Costa.
Yes.
Okay, new business. I need a motion for resolution 2017 5.1, cancellation of received and reserved balances. First, I ask for a motion.
So moved. Second.
Discussion. As we discussed numerous times at our budget introduction and capital introduction and adoption, this year we'll be canceling a fair amount of unexpended, what's on the books as debt. We're starting with grants receivables, old grants that are just on the books where there's no collection base to go to. There's nowhere, usually look at the sheet as 2004, child safety grant, $400 left in it. 2005, $4,000 left in it. An old trails grant, $14,000, that's gone from 2007, and so on. So that's what we're doing tonight. and as the year goes on, we will continue to do more. With the CFO, I worked on just with doing the grants first that don't impact capital or our reserve in any way, our reserve balance. Because if we had spent money on these and then there's nowhere to go back, it'll affect your reserve. These are just things the borough never proceeded to complete or do or completed, and there were just balances on the books. So that's what we're just clearing up here, all grant receivable balances. Any further discussion? And again, this is done by resolution 5.1, and a roll call, please.
Councilmembers Della Ripa.
Yes.
Hudson. Yes. Sondemire.
Yes.
Yazdi.
Yes.
Costa.
Yes.
Tomato.
Yes.
Now I need a motion for 17.5.2, authorizing the hiring of a part-time dispatcher for police department. First, who makes that motion?
So moved.
Sondemire, seconded by, sorry, Ray? Ray, and discussion, this is replacing Chelsea, I don't know if it's appropriate, but she'll be missed. She got a full-time position starting in the police academy, and she's moved on. So we are hiring Joseph Costello of Bloomingdale to fulfill these part-time hours. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday shift, and so that's what we're doing this evening. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmembers Hudson. Yes. Sondemire.
Yes.
Yazdi.
Yes.
Costa.
Yes.
Tomato.
Yes.
Della Ripa.
Yes.
Next, I need resolution 17.5.3, authorizing an unpaid sick leave for police part-time dispatcher. Not the new one. Who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second?
Again, this is a part-time dispatcher who is requesting an unpaid leave and will return by May 12th. So, any further comment? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Sondemire.
Yes.
Yazdi.
Yes.
Costa.
Yes.
Tomato.
Yes.
Della Ripa.
Yes.
Hudson. Yes.
Item D, resolution 5.4, need a motion providing income tax credits for organ donations. Jane and I battled whether we were going to do this, and it came from Pompton Lakes, and there's legislation, Bill 2516, and I decided to put it forward. It was co-sponsored by Senator Keene and Secretary. It is simply legislation to allow for a tax credit for people who donate organs, whether if you passed away and donated, then your state can get a credit. If you're living and donated, because many people donate a kidney or whichever, you actually get a tax credit. As a result of doing that, the goal obviously is to increase those incentives to register to be an organ donor. It's a $1,000 gross income tax credit, and that's what I'm asking we support and send it on to our legislatures. Did I have a motion on that? I apologize. Okay, so who makes that motion?
So moved.
Second?
Any further discussion?
$1,000 tax credit, huh?
It's almost like you're
They might as well make it real money then.
buying organs.
Again,
Yeah.
we're just supporting potential legislation.
Whatever.
Not worth losing a kidney. Okay. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Councilmembers Yazdi.
Yes.
Costa.
Yes.
Tomato.
No.
Della Ripa.
Yes.
Hudson. Yes. Sondemire.
Yes. Non-agenda items, I need a motion, resolution, 5 sorry, I lost my count, Jane. 5.5, authorization to bid Sloan Park, which is in the works. Who makes that motion?
So moved.
Again, opening is May 11th. Looking forward to get that going, as we all are. Roll call?
Councilmembers Costa.
Yes.
Tomato. Della Ripa.
Yes.
Hudson. Yes. Sondemire.
Yes.
Yazdi.
And then I need a motion for resolution 5.6. This is allowing me to develop bid specs and advertise the bid for the purchase of a 2017 Dodge Ram 5500 hook lift mason dump and a 2017 Dodge Ram 3500 utility vehicle for the utility. Who makes that motion?
So moved.
I'm sorry, moved by
So moved.
Costa, second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Just as the hook lift, that's one of all the
Yep.
different
All the
attachments that we
attachments.
can utilize that for multiple purposes.
Yeah, it's a mason dump, it's a hook lift, it's a chipper box, it's a, container carrier, 9 yards, so.
And the utility one, John, you saw the truck that was all busted up, so this has to happen. And then this is gonna satisfy us for what, next 8 to 10 years, John? when we had that conversation? Right?
I don't know, 8 to 10 years, just that with that truck, and actually Mike was there also, every wheel well, when you open the cabinets, is rotted almost through. And my feeling is if we don't do anything about that now, we're gonna be replacing that truck next year, but now we could utilize that and put a different body on the back. So the chassis itself is in fine shape. If we don't do it, I think the rust will eventually start going in the other direction, and then the truck will be useless. But cab up, that truck is fine.
Correct, so we're gonna keep the truck for a plow vehicle, and the utilities backup fourth vehicle.
Right. And
So
we're gonna
to-
get a,
Sorry,
supposed to get a mason dump for the back of that
correct.
to make it utilized for the war department to move whatever
Right.
they need, instead of going out and buying another truck's worth.
Right.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
over the last 5 years, though, we've
Absolutely.
replaced two
You-
more.
the-
So this is the third one that gives them.
The utilities done, they have three new
Utilities done.
vehicles,
Yeah.
and this one conversion, the old one will be converted to a mason dump. They utilize DPW's mason dump, but in the winter, when there's a salter in the mason dump, it'll be nice for them to just retrofit this old one into something that should get a number of years out of it. So, right, so the utility is good for
Is gonna be good for it.
placing
And
plow.
that should save the newer one, because they won't.
They won't be plowing with the new
plowing
ones,
with
they're gonna
that,
plow the
so
old one.
It'll save longevity on that.
Yep.
Mason dumps for the DPW.
Excuse me?
Mason dumps for the DPW?
No, yes, the
truck.
hook lift, yeah.
Hook lift.
Just, mason dump is one of its components.
Right.
It's a multi-purpose truck. We haven't purchased a mason dump in some time, just doing pickups. Good. So we're in the middle of discussion on that one, Jane? And roll call, please.
Councilmembers D'Amato.
Yes.
Delariva.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Sandemeyer.
Yes.
Yazdi. Costa.
Yes.
I need a motion for late public comment.
So moved. Second?
All in favor? Anyone wishing to speak?
Van Dam. Mason dump is for the utility?
No,
Well,
no, we're buying, it's called actually a hook lift truck. It's, it has various components. One is, it can be utilized as a mason dump for DPW. It could be used as has a chipper box. It could be used as a container carrier. So right now we pay like $175 every time we pull one of our recycle bins out of the yard. So the goal is to start driving our own down to the recycle yard. Other uses too, I don't have the brochure in front of me, for DPW. It's for the utility, it is a utility vehicle, like the kind, I don't want to say box truck, it's open back, but has the cabinets on the sides of it, okay? That is replacing a rusted out old one. That rusted out old one is going to be converted, the rusted out boxes will come off, we're gonna convert that into a dump. I think it's like $11,000, which was in the budget, to convert that old utility truck into a dump for the utility. And that will be used for a plow vehicle for the utility, so the new one can just be a little protected by not having to be subject to the winter immediately. So,
And I also have a question. I guess somebody's going around complaining about grass drop, I guess at Tilcon's property. And what I was just curious about is how come we can't, people from town can't bring grass to the DPW when we take Pompton Lakes grass?
we don't take grass from Pompton Lakes, we take the brush.
You sure? I think we take the grass from them.
No, we don't, I double checked, the no grass thing's been forever in Bloomingdale, I believe,
I know that.
because the compost does not take grass, so we just don't take it.
I think we take it for Pompton Lakes.
No,
If you
we
kept that.
100%, we do not take grass from Pompton Lakes, I assure you that, we don't. I don't know the reason, if it's because the decomposition, the odor is even worse, I'll look into that, but as long as I lived here, Bloomingdale's never taken grass.
As long as I mean, I think
Yeah.
it was maybe for years, because I wasn't really paying much
I
attention
don't
to
know.
it.
But
They
it's
usually take everything.
yeah,
Take that.
I don't know. I don't know the reason, honestly, why, but I'll talk to Al tomorrow and see.
I mean, I know the reason why they stopped it, I remember reading, was that because people were putting in with the garbage and the tipping fees were too high. And that was the reason why it was stopped.
Yeah.
So it was part of the, people using fertilizer and things like that, that could be,
Fertilizer going into the compost? I don't know.
that's,
I'm sure there's a valid reason. I'll find out and I'll send you an email.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing no one, motion to close?
So moved.
All in favor? We have a late executive session, should not be long at all. Any action, the public will have an opportunity to speak. Our May 16th is our next meeting, 7 PM. At this time, I need a motion to go into exec. Who makes that motion?
So moved.
All in favor? 7:45. This time I'd like a motion to authorize me to extend our finance department part-time staff until the borough hires a full-time person in that position, not to exceed December 31st, 2017. Who makes that motion?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Rich? That's 5.7, okay. Council members Della Ripa.
Yes.
Hudson. Yes. Sandemeyer.
Yes.
Yazdi, oh, sorry. Costa.
Abstain.
D'Amato.
Yes.
I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor? 7:46.